so I'm Vince, and I'm from Southend-on-Sea. Lived here since 17. So I became homeless around a year ago, and I was living in a tent because I didn't get on with the landlady. I was living with the landlady and we all fell out over boiler issues and things. So I moved out and I was living in a tent. I was camping on the cliffs down the seafront, and I started engaging my heart and all the other services like 57 West and Star even, and whatever help I could get. But for about a month or two I was on the cliffs on my own, making my cup of tea on a stove and charging my phone off a solar panel and just kept myself going like that so I could keep in contact with the world, you know, friends and family. And I started to realise there was a big problem with homelessness, you know, and I started to engage with other people at soup kitchens, things like that. It was a bit of a shock at first, the sheer amount of people were there. It's about 100 plus people there, all queuing up and that, and all types of people and all sorts of conditions, you know. So it was a bit of a shock in that sense, and a bit wary of it all, you know, because I was used to being on my own. Anyway, I decided to start like keeping a journal and researching it, and started to play an active role in Facebook posts and things. Had a lot to say about it. I was not happy with the situation, because how can that many people be on the streets and they're still on the streets months later? And I was looking at Heart to Help, and they left me waiting 3 months. But I pointed at others that needed more help than me, and they put them in there instead, you know. And I didn't see myself as a priority because I was able to sort of deal with stuff quite independently. After losing my first tent and that getting in the Echo, because of public uproar, they see the photos on Facebook from the police. The Echo approached me and said, "We want your story," so I gave them facts in that story, and then that sort of progressed from there. Continued to sort of be an activist in that area, and then I ended up here at the hotel through the safety officers work with Heart to get an appointment with the council. And I've been here ever since January, 185 days I'm told. So I've watched a lot of people improve as well over that time, and it's been amazing, like, to see how well people do when they're given an opportunity. I will say, I went to 57 West, it was a rainy day, and I had nowhere else to go. It was literally pouring down rain, I was soaked. I wanted a cup of tea really badly, and so I knocked on the 57 West door. It was service at the time, but they still let me in and said just sit there, be quiet and that, and a bit of a drink and that. And yeah, it was really nice. It's to have somewhere to go for shelter, and I felt really welcomed. And yeah, it restored my faith in humanity somewhat, definitely. So I feel that could be a big help to others if it's spread all over the UK more. Provide opportunities, provide more support, counselling, outreach, campaigning for change, yeah, getting other church members involved, yeah, so it's more people signing petitions and things. Start cooperative between the homeless, local charities and the church, so you all get together with the homeless and have discussions on what they want. But similar to what you're asking me now, link up with other churches to provide a support network so all the churches can help. A summer night shelter, because we've got a big excess of people in the streets now. It's about 58 last one I've counted. It's probably gone up since then. I've noticed more people. I've started my own website called townwatch.co.uk, and that aims to build links between all the charities, other societies that help anyone that is homeless, or churches as well, definitely, and make a massive support network so we're all together on it, you know. That's my aim, is to connect everyone up so we've got a better support network and a wealth of knowledge amongst us that we can share and help others. I think that's the best way forward.
What will you do to end homelessness?